When my back hits the burn, I don't shrink or fold. I rise through the fire like a story retold. Flames crawl up my shoulders when the weight climbs high, but I don't bow beneath them or avoid the sky. The scorch along my spine becomes a guiding light, a burning conversation that prepares me for the fight. He built his kingdom on the curve of my ribs, testing if my will is stronger than it gives. I take another breath and let the embers rise, turning every spark into fuel beneath my eyes. I'm not afraid of fires chasing down my skin, because I've learned to treat the burners where I begin. And when the smoke surrounds the path I earn, I push ahead with my back against the burn. Back against the burn, I still push through. Every wave of fire shows what I can do. In the blazing heat, I find a golden turn. Stronger every day with my back against the burn. Back against the burn, I still push through. Every wave of fire shows what I can do. In the blazing heat, I find a golden turn. Stronger every day with my back against the burn. Back against the burn, I still push through. Every wave of fire shows what I can do. In the blazing heat, I find a golden turn. Stronger every day with my back against the burn. Flames crawl up my shoulders when the weight climbs high, but I don't bow beneath them or avoid the sky. The scorch along my spine becomes a guiding light, a burning conversation that prepares me for the fight. He built his kingdom on the curve of my ribs, testing if my will is stronger than it gives. I take another breath and let the embers rise, turning every spark into fuel beneath my eyes. I'm not afraid of fires chasing down my skin, because I've learned to treat the burners where I begin. And when the smoke surrounds the path I earn, I push ahead with my back against the burn. Back against the burn, I still push through. Every wave of fire shows what I can do. In the blazing heat, I find a golden turn. Stronger every day with my back against the burn. Back against the burn, I still push through. Every wave of fire shows what I can do. In the blazing heat, I find a golden turn. Stronger every day with my back against the burn. Every time I break a limit, I feel my rate climb higher. A rising wave of progress built from disciplined fire. The numbers on the bar don't scare my breathing now. They bend beneath the pace my growth will allow. Each break moment sparks a brighter trace, a sign that I'm advancing in this steady race. The climb becomes addictive as the barriers fall. Breakrate Rising loudly through my inner call. I chase the surging rhythm of my shifting stride, watching yesterday still and fall to side. And when the climb feels endless in the loaded grind, I hear the break rate humming in my iron mind. The pulse that tells me forward is the only way. A rising rate of progress in the work I lay. Breakrate rising through my core, pushing me to lift a little more. When limits shake, all the fears keep rising. I rise again with my breakrate rising. Breakrate rising through my core, pushing me to lift a little more. When limits shake, all the fears keep rising. I rise again with my breakrate rising. The numbers on the bar don't scare my breathing now. They bend beneath the pace my growth will allow. Each break moment sparks a brighter trace, a sign that I'm advancing in this steady race. dolly through my inner car. I chase a surging rhythm on my shifting stride, watching yesterday ceiling fall to the side. And when the climb feels endless in the loaded grind, I hear the break rate humming in my Ironmind. The pulse tells me forward is the only way. A rising rate of progress in the work I lay. Break rate rising through my core, pushing me to lift a little more. When limits shake or the fears keep rising, I rise again with my break rate rising. Break rate rising through my core, pushing me to lift a little more. When limits shake or the fears keep rising, I rise again with my break rate rising. The burden on my shoulders never truly disappears, but running through the weight has taught me how to clear the fears. My stride begins uncertain with the load I bear, dragging heavy footsteps through the crowded air. But each step grows lighter when my lungs expand, and the burden becomes something I can understand. Shadows chase behind me with a bitter cling, trying to pull my ankles with their quiet sting. But running toward the sunrise breaks their rusted hold, turning every burden into something bold. And when the hills grow steeper with a rising beat, I push ahead with burden shifting at my feet. A burdenlight runner through the heated fight, turning weight to wings in the early light. I'm a burdenlight runner, chasing through, turning heavy moments into something new. When the load drags hard like an echoing thunder, I break its grip as a burdenlight runner. I'm a burdenlight runner, chasing through, turning heavy moments into something new. When the load drags hard like an echoing thunder, I break its grip as a burdenlight runner. My stride begins uncertain with the load I bear, dragging heavy footsteps through the crowded air. But each step grows lighter when my lungs expand, and the burden becomes something I can understand. Shadows chase behind me with a bitter cling, trying to pull my ankles with their quiet sting. But running toward the sunrise breaks their rusted hold, turning every burden into something bold. And when the hills grow steeper with a rising beat, I push ahead with burden shifting at my feet. A burdenlight runner through the heated fight, turning weight to wings in the early light. I'm a burdenlight runner, chasing through, turning heavy moments into something new. When the load drags hard like an echoing stunner, I break its grip as a burdenlight runner. I'm a burdenlight runner, chasing through, turning heavy moments into something new. When the load drags hard like an echoing stunner, I break its grip as a burdenlight runner. Deep inside my core, there's a voltage waking slow, a current built from choices only grinding hearts can know. It sparks beneath the tension when the bark grows cold, charging up my posture with the strength control. Each rep becomes a lightning pulse beneath my ribs, shocking old uncertainties from every place it lives. The voltage climbs with effort in a rising surge, flooding through my muscles where the doubts converge. A current born from fire in my anchored stand, turning shaky footing into firm advance. And when fatigue attempts to cut the circuit's line, I channel deeper forces from my inner spine. Coreborn Voltage rising like a glowing storm, power flowing steady through my shifting form. the bar grows cold. Charging up my posture with a strength control. Each rep becomes a lightning pulse beneath my rib. Shocking note uncertainties from every place it lives. The voltage climbs with effort in a rising surge, flooding through my muscles where the doubts converge. A current born from fire in my anchor stance, turning shaky footing into firm advance. And when fatigue attempts to cut the circuit's line, I channel deeper forces from my inner spine. Coreborn Voltage rising like a glowing storm, power flowing steady through my shifting form. Coreborn Voltage humming deep, power I was meant to keep. When the strain begins to steep, I rise with voltage born from deep. Coreborn Voltage humming deep, power I was meant to keep. When the strain begins to steep, I rise with voltage born from deep. Every pulse inside my chest is a line that won't retreat. An Endureline of focus, keeping rhythm with my feet. The beat grows louder as the pressure starts to rise. A map of perseverance drawn behind my eyes. Each step becomes an echo on the Endureline, a promise that my limits will not decide the climb. I breathe in burning courage when the air runs low, sustaining every motion through the hardest flow. The pulse becomes a compass when the trail grows blind, pointing toward the strength I'm destined soon to find. And in the final moments when my body shakes, the Endureline reminds me what a fighter makes. It pulses through my core with a steady sign, keeping me aligned with that Endureline. Endureline pulse and a beating fire, driving me farther, lifting me higher. When the string grows sharp and the doubts conspire, I trust the rhythm of the Endureline choir. Endureline pulse and a beating fire, driving me farther, lifting me higher. When the string goes sharp and the doubts conspire, I trust the rhythm of the Endureline choir. The beat grows louder as the pressure starts to rise. A map of perseverance drawn behind my eyes. Each step becomes an echo on the Endureline, a promise that my limits will not decide the climb. I breathe in burning courage when the air runs low, sustaining every motion through the hardest flow. The pulse becomes a compass when the trail grows blind, pointing toward the strength I'm destined soon to find. And in the final moments when my body shakes, the Endureline reminds me what a fighter makes. It pulses through my core with a steady sign, keeping me aligned with that Endureline. Endureline pulse and a beating fire, driving me farther, lifting me higher. When the string grows sharp and the doubts conspire, I trust the rhythm of the Endureline choir. Endureline pulse and a beating fire, driving me farther, lifting me higher. When the string grows sharp and the doubts conspire, I trust the rhythm of the Endureline choir. Before each set begins, I light a fire in my chest, a ritual of purpose where my discipline is blessed. The heat builds slowly rising through my core, telling me to push again, to chase a little more. Each rep becomes a spark that flickers through the strain, a fire set initiation forged inside the pain. I breathe the smoke of effort when the barbell shakes, letting go of comfort for the progress it makes. The ritual continues through the burning tide, a ceremony of growth I carry deep inside. And when the final repetition tests my flame, I rise with steady focus, never shift and blame, because I practice this ritual far beyond regret, lighting up my spirit in each fire reset. This Fireset Ritual fuels my will, burning through the moments where I stand still. When the pressure climbs to the nights feel dull, I rise again with a Fireset Ritual. This Fireset Ritual fuels my will, burning through the moments where I stand still. When the pressure climbs to the nights feel dull, I rise again with a Fireset Ritual. The heat builds slowly rising through my core, telling me to push again, to chase a little more. Each rep becomes a spark that flickers through the strain. A fire set initiation forged inside the pain. I breathe the smoke of effort when the barbell shakes, and letting go of comfort for the progress it makes. The ritual continues through the burning tide, a ceremony of growth I carry deep inside. And when the final repetition tests my flame, I rise with steady focus, never shift and blame, because I practice this ritual far beyond regret, lighting up my spirit in each fire reset. This ritual fuels my will, burning through my moments where I stand still. When the pressure climbs to the nights feel dull, I rise again with a Fireset Ritual. This Fireset Ritual fuels my will, burning through moments where I stand still. When the pressure climbs to the nights feel dull, I rise again with a Fireset Ritual.
Fatigue is not a failure, it's a message I translate, a sign that I am working at a warrior's rate. My legs begin to tremble as the seconds drag. Fatigue crawls up my arms like a worn out flag, but I forgive its warning, speak a softer word, because inside the struggle new strength can be heard. The shaking in my breath is not the end of will, it's proof that I'm progressing on the hardest hill. I let fatigue be teacher, not a waiting trap, a mental made of effort written in each lap. And when the burn grows cruel beneath my final set, I breathe and give forgiveness without regret. Fatigue becomes a partner walking by my side, a sign that I have lived another powerful ride. I forgive the fatigue that comes for me, it shapes my strength and sets my spirit free. When the way grows wild or the shadows lead, I move ahead and forgive the fatigue. I forgive the fatigue that comes for me, it shapes my strength and sets my spirit free. When the way grows wild or the shadows lead, I move ahead and forgive the fatigue. My legs begin to tremble as the seconds drag. Fatigue crawls up my arms like a worn out flag, but I forgive its warning, speak a softer word, because inside the struggle new strength can be heard. The shaking in my breath is not the end of will, it's proof that I'm progressing on the hardest hill. I let fatigue be teacher, not a waiting trap, a mental made of effort written in each lap. And when the burn grows cruel beneath my final set, I breathe and give forgiveness without regret. Fatigue becomes a partner walking by my side, a sign that I have lived another powerful ride. I forgive the fatigue that comes from me, it shapes my strength and sets my spirit free. When the way grows wild or the shadows lead, I move ahead and forgive the fatigue. I forgive the fatigue that comes from me, it shapes my strength and sets my spirit free. When the way grows wild or the shadows lead, I move ahead and forgive the fatigue. shift my soul like gears inside a roaring drive. Clicking in a higher strength to keep the fire alive. My thoughts engage like engines in a rising star. Grinding past the doubts that linger in my heart. I shift into a mindset built for all sin, where every push becomes a vital instrument. In lower gears I struggle, in a higher I soar. Finding secret torque I never found before. A soul that shifts through pressure like a fluid flame. Adjusting every moment in a lifting game. When the road turns steep, it demands more might. I don't stay stuck in neutral or abandoned fight. I shift into a fiercer place beyond control, becoming something stronger, a gearshift soul. I'm a gearshift soul. I'm a gearshift soul on a rising path, shifting through the battles, others of the aftermath. When the climb grows tough and the shadows roll, I shift again with my gearshift soul. I'm a gearshift soul on a rising path, shifting through the battles, others of the aftermath. When the climb grows tough and the shadows roll, I shift again with my gearshift. My thoughts sing like engines in a rising star. Grinding past the doubts that linger in my heart. I shift into a mindset built for ascent, where every push becomes a vital instrument. In lower gears I struggle, in the higher I soar. Finding secret talk I never found before. A soul that shifts through pressure like a fluid flame. Adjusting every moment in the lifting game. When the road turns steep and demands more might, I don't stay stuck in neutral or abandoned fight. I shift into a fiercer place beyond control, becoming something stronger, a gearshift soul. I'm a gearshift soul. I'm a gearshift soul on a rising path, shifting through the battles of the aftermath. When the climb grows tough and the shadows roll, I shift again with my gearshift soul. I'm a gearshift soul on a rising path, shifting through the battles of the aftermath. When the climb grows tough and the shadows roll, I shift again with my gearshift soul. My anthem isn't sung in ease, it's carved from grit and stone. A melody of struggle every time I stand alone. The ground beneath my feet grows rougher when I train, but Gritshard roads are places where I rise again. Each stumble writes a lyric, in the dust I kick, a verse of stubborn strength, carved raw and thick. The anthem grows in volume when the weight leans down. A grinding gritty chorus where I claim my crown. My heartbeat drums the rhythm through the heavy air. An anthem built from hardship, only I can bear. Stone beneath my shoes begins to shift with time, carved by every moment of the uphill climb. And when the music fades for those who slip or tire, my Gritshard anthem keeps me walking through the fire. This Gritshard anthem leads my way. Ooh, trials carved in shades of gray. When the world grows rough and the edges gray, I sing my strength in a Gritshard way. This Gritshard anthem leads my way. Ooh, trials carved in shades of gray. When the world grows rough and the edges gray, I sing my strength in a Gritshard way. The ground beneath my feet grows rougher when I train, but Gritshard roads are places where I rise again. Each stumble writes a lyric, in the dust I kick, a verse of stubborn strength, carved raw and thick. The anthem grows in volume when the weight leans down. A grinding gritty chorus where I claim my crown. My heartbeat drums the rhythm through the heavy air. An anthem built from heart only I can bear. Stone beneath my shoes begins to shift with time, carved by every moment of the uphill climb. And when the music fades for those who slip or tire, my Gritshard anthem keeps me walking through the fire. This Gritshard anthem leads my way.
Every time I fall, I feel the fire in my bones. The heat of the comeback louder than the groan. Failure never scares me like it used to do, because I've learned the hardest falls can build me new. The empty bar at sunrise knows the truth I chase. Comebacks take the shape and sweat across my face. I rise from every setback like a warming blaze, burning through the shadows of my colder days. I fan the flames of effort with each steady pull, until the spark of progress grows unbreakable. And when I hit the ground again, I'm still not lost, because I walk through storms and learn the hidden cost. The heat inside my lungs becomes my mountain track, a furnace power in the endless comeback. In the heat of the comeback, I refuse to fade. Every broken moment is a step I made. I rise from the ashes stronger than my lack, burning bright again in the heat of the comeback. In the heat of the comeback, I refuse to fade. Every broken moment is a step I made. I rise from the ashes stronger than my lack, burning bright again in the heat of the comeback. Failure never scares me like it used to do, because I've learned the hardest falls can build me new. The empty bar at sunrise knows the truth I chase. Comebacks take the shape and sweat across my face. I rise from every setback like a warming blaze, burning through the shadows of my colder days. I fan the flames of effort with each steady pull, until the spark of progress grows unbreakable. And when I hit the ground again, I'm still not lost, because I walk through storms and learn the hidden cost. The heat inside my lungs becomes my mountain track, a furnace power in the endless comeback. In the heat of the comeback, I refuse to fade. Every broken moment is a step I made. I rise from the ashes stronger than my lack, burning bright again in the heat of the comeback. In the heat of the comeback, I refuse to fade. Every broken moment is a step I made. I rise from the ashes stronger than my lack, burning bright again in the heat of the comeback.
My heartbeat whispers hunger in a steady drum, calling me to rise long before the doubts come. It pounds it off its rhythm under faded scars, telling me the strongest roads aren't always far. Each stomp becomes a promise tucked behind my chest, a vow to break the limits I once thought the best. When fatigue tries to silence on my inner sound, my heartbeat grows louder, shaking solid ground. It drums a primal language only I can feel, a hunger born of purpose hammered into steel. I match my every motion to its pulse and call, a cadence pushing past the walls that used to stall. And when the world grows quiet in the darker parts, I move again with hunger hidden in my heart. There's hunger in a heartbeat pounding strong, pulling me forward where the brave belong. I chase the rhythm that won't fall apart, fueled by the hunger in my beating heart. There's hunger in a heartbeat pounding strong, pulling me forward where the brave belong. I chase the rhythm that won't fall apart, fueled by the hunger in my beating heart. It pounds its restless rhythm under faded scars, telling me the strongest roads aren't always far. Each stump becomes a promise stuck behind my chest, a vow to break the limits I once thought the best. When fatigue tries to silence on my inner sound, my heartbeat grows louder, shaking solid ground. It drums a primal language only I can feel, a hunger born of purpose hammered into steel.
I match my every motion to his pulse and call. A cadence pushing past the walls they used to style. And when the world grows quiet in the darker parts, I move again with hunger hidden in my heart. There's hunger in the heartbeat, pounding strong, pulling me forward where the brave belong. I chase a rhythm that won't fall apart, fueled by the hunger in my beating heart. There's hunger in the heartbeat, pounding strong, pulling me forward where the brave belong. I chase a rhythm that won't fall apart, fueled by the hunger in my beating heart. My mind drifts toward the iron like a compass, drawn to flame, drawn to flame. Pulled by quiet instinct or the weight I aim. No matter where I wander in the day's routine, my thoughts strip back to metal, standing tall and mean. The weight becomes a shelter when the world feels tight, a place where drifting chaos settles into sight. Even when I'm lost in thoughts I can't outrun, iron calls me home like a loyal son. It pulls me from the quiet tides of restless fear, back into the place where effort feels clear. And when the world grows heavy in its own design, I drift toward the iron and reclaim my spine, because my peace is found where the barbell lifts. An Ironmind Drifter anchored in the gifts. Ironmind Drifter pulled to the steel, chasing down the strength I need to feel. When the world grows loud and the shadows filter, I find my ground as an Ironmind Drifter. Ironmind Drifter pulled to the steel, chasing down the strength I need to feel. When the world grows loud and the shadows filter, I find my ground as an Ironmind Drifter. Ironmind Drifter. No matter where I wander in the day's routine, my thoughts drift back to metal, standing tall and mean. The weight becomes a shelter when the world feels tight, a place where drifting chaos settles into sight. Even when I'm lost in thoughts I can't outrun, iron calls me home like a loyal son. It pulls me from the quiet tides of restless fear, back into the place where effort feels clear. And when the world grows heavy in its own design, I drift toward the iron and reclaim my spine, because my peace is found where the barbell lifts. An Ironmind Drifter anchored in the gifts. Ironmind Drifter pulled to the steel, chasing down the strength I need to feel. When the world grows loud and the shadows filter, I find my ground as an Ironmind Drifter. Ironmind Drifter pulled to the steel, chasing down the strength I need to feel. When the world grows loud and the shadows filter, I find my ground as an Ironmind Drifter. Ironmind Drifter. An Ironmind Drifter. Momentum down. Momentum doesn't visit those who sit and wait. I hunted through the struggle with a sharpened stake. I stalked the shifting moments hidden in the grind, the ones that build a future in a focused mind. Every step I take becomes a clue or sign, leading to the rhythm where momentum shines. Some days I try to hide behind the soaring sweat, testing if my hunger lives inside me yet. So I chase it through the burn and chase it through the strain, until it breaks the silence with a steady gain. And when I finally catch it in a burst of speed, momentum fuels my breath, becoming all I need. It carries me through thresholds I've been trying to breach, or in a world just barely within reach. I'm a momentum hunter, running through
higher. When the path grows rough and the doubts conspire, I chase momentum like a born desire. I chase momentum like a born desire. Da, 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 da. Like a born desire. I stalk the shifting moments hidden in the grind, the ones that build a future in a focused mind. Every step I take becomes a clue or sign, leading to the rhythm where momentum shines. Some days I try to hide behind the soaring sweat, testing if my hunger lives inside me yet. So I chase it through the burn and chase it through the strain until it breaks the silence with a steady gain. And when I finally catch it in a burst of speed, momentum fuels my breath, becoming all I need. It carries me through thresholds I've been trying to breach, and the world just barely within reach. I'm a momentum hunter, running through the fire, tracking down the spark that lifts me higher. When the path grows rough and the doubts conspire, I chase momentum like a born desire. Like a born desire. The weight above my shoulders used to feel like fear, but pressure turns to power every time I draw it near. I've been beneath the tension just to rise again. Each trembling repetition thickens up my skin. The shaking in my elbows is a language of its own, telling me that growth begins where all the doubt is grown. Pressure turns to power when I don't let go. Every pulse of struggle makes the fire grow. I face the weight head on in my training now, and rise again, because pressure turns to power. Struggle makes the fire grow. I face the weight head on in my training now, and rise again, cause pressure turns to power. Steel whispers through the silence as I lock my stance, inviting me to gamble one more heavy chance. I brace against the strain until the fear and thirst, and find a spark of strength in places courage spreads. The pressure doesn't crush me like it used to do. It molds me like a craftsman shaping something new. Now every load is second on the bar I lift. Feels like power blooming from a silent gift. I've been beneath the tension just to rise again. Each trembling repetition thickens up my skin. The shaking in my elbows is a language of its own, telling me that growth begins where all the doubt is grown. Turns to power when I don't let go. Every pulse of struggle makes the fire grow. I face the weight head on in my training now, and rise again, because pressure turns to power. Turns to power. Still whispers through the silence as I lock my stance, inviting me to gamble one more heavy chance. I brace against the strain until the fear and thirst, and find a spark of strength in places courage spreads. The pressure doesn't crush me like it used to do. It molds me like a craftsman shaping something new. Now every load is second on the bar I lift. Feels like power blooming from a silent gift. Yeah. In inside my chest. A forge begins to slowly wake, shape and mold. Temptations in the steps I take. The heat inside my lungs expands with every breath. Forging strength from struggle, welding life to death. My heartbeat is a hammer striking metal core, sculpting out a spirit that can't bend anymore. I feel the sparks ignite beneath my tightening skin. A furnace full of lessons from the fights within. The ringing of the countdown is the anvil's tone, where discipline and fire melt to sharpen bone. And when the final rep feels heavy on my frame, I feed the flames with purpose, not with empty blame. Pulseforge rising through the battles I survive. A blazing engine keeping my resolve alive. Pulseforge rising, glowing in the dark, hammered in emotion, flying in a spark. Every beat of flame that keeps me alive, burning through the pressure with a Pulseforge drive. Pulseforge rising, glowing in the dark, hammered in emotion, flying in a spark. Every beat of flame that keeps me alive, burning through the pressure with a Pulseforge drive. The heat inside my lungs expands with every breath. Forging strength from struggle, welding life to death. My heartbeat is a hammer striking metal core, sculpting out a spirit that can't bend anymore. Pulseforge rising. I feel the sparks ignite beneath my tightening skin. A furnace full of lessons from the fights within. The ringing of the countdown is the anvil's tone, where discipline and fire melt to sharpen bone. And when the final rep feels heavy on my frame, I feed the flames with purpose, not with empty blame. Pulseforge rising through the battles I survive. A blazing engine keeping my resolve alive. Pulseforge rising, glowing in the dark, hammered into motion, flying in a spark. Every beat of flame that keeps me alive, burning through the pressure with a Pulseforge drive. Pulseforge rising. Woo! Every rep I push becomes a spark of fresh revival. A slow return to power in a battle for survival. My muscles stretch and shake like engines waking up. Sipping burning oxygen in from a trembling cup. Each repetition breathes a new life in my frame, stoking dying embers into rising flame. The revival doesn't roar, it flows in tiny waves, hidden in the corners where exhaustion raves. Each slip becomes a lifeline, pulling me ahead, a promise that I'm stronger than the voice of dread. And when the final set tries pulling me to ground, I push again, revived by everything I found. Repborne Revival glowing through my spine. Acquire resurrection from the daily grind. Repborne Revival keeps me alive, breathing strength where doubts deprive. Through every rep the sparks arrive, fueling the fire where revivals thrive. My muscles stretch and shake like engines waking up, sipping burning oxygen from a trembling cup. Each repetition breathes a new life in my frame, stoking dying embers into rising flame. The revival doesn't roar, it flows in tiny waves, hidden in the corners where exhaustion raves. Each lift becomes a lifeline, pulling me ahead, a promise that I'm stronger than the voice of dread. push again, revived by everything I found. Repborne Revival glowing through my spine. Acquire resurrection from the daily grind. Repborne Revival keeps me alive, breathing strength where doubts deprive. Through every rep the sparks arrive, fueling the fire where revivals thrive. Repborne Revival keeps me alive, breathing strength where doubts deprive. Through every rep the sparks arrive, fueling the fire where revivals thrive. I once walked through ruins built from doubt and fear. Now I run through them boldly, leaving none left here. The shadow walls behind me were my old beliefs, cracked apart by effort, broken into a piece. I used to think those ruins were my final home, but now I sprint through rubble on a brand new roam. Dust rises from the ground with every driving step, marking how far I've come from when I first wept. The ghost of hesitation whisper from the stones, but I outpace the shadows with my sharpened bones. There's freedom in the ruins that I tear apart, a cleaner path uncovered through a tougher heart. I run through what once held me like a prison chain, and greet a future free from all that weight and strain. I run through the ruins of the fears I knew, breaking every barrier that I once grew. From the shattered pieces I rise brand new, running past the ruins with a clearer view. I run through the ruins of the fears I knew, breaking every barrier that I once grew. From the shattered pieces I rise brand new, running past the ruins with a clearer view. The shadow walls behind me were my old beliefs, cracked apart by effort, broken into a piece. I used to think those ruins were my final home, but now I sprint through rubble on a brand new roam. Dust rises from the ground with every driving step. There's freedom in the ruins that I tear apart, a cleaner path uncovered through a tougher heart. I run through what once held me like a prison chain, and greet a future free from all that weight and strain. I run through the ruins of the fears I knew, breaking every barrier that I once grew. From the shattered pieces I rise brand new, running past the ruins with a clearer view. I run through the ruins of the fears I knew, breaking every barrier that I once grew. From the shattered pieces I rise brand new, running past the ruins with a clearer view. My destiny isn't written, it's carved in sweat and grind, etched into the patterns of a disciplined mind. Each drop that falls from skin becomes a line of faith, a testament to choices I refuse to wait. The floor becomes a canvas where my future spreads, painted by the strain across my arms and legs. I don't rely on luck to guide the path I choose. Destiny is something lazy dreamers lose, but those who carve it daily through the burning set find future shaped in effort, thick with honest sweat. I know the work I do today designs the road, a sweat-carved destination where my spirit flows. And as my breath grows heavy toward the final key, I carve another line and sweat Sweatcarved Destiny. Each drop that falls from skin becomes a line of fate, a testament to choices I refuse to wait. The floor becomes a canvas where my future spreads, painted by the strain across my arms and legs. I don't rely on luck to guide the path I choose. Destiny is something lazy dreamers lose, but those who carve it daily through the burning sand find future shaped in effort thick with honest sweat. I know the work I do. Sweat-carved destination where my spirit flows, and as my breath grows heavy toward the final key, I carve another line in sweat-carved destiny. This sweat-carved destiny is mine alone, etched in every tremor, every aching bone. A future built by work and tenacity, carved today in sweat-carved destiny. Sweat-carved destiny. The storm begins in silence, gathering under skin. But I've learned how to navigate the chaos within. Clouds are burning, effort built around my frame, dripping heavy rainfall in the form of flame. Thunder in my breathing shakes the waiting air, a sweat storm forming slowly from the weight I bear. I steer my focus forward through the rising heat, tracing out a path where grit and purpose meet. Lightning in my muscles flashes through the grind, illuminating shadows I once kept behind. And when the storm breaks fully in a dripping roar, I walk right through the center without keeping score, because I know the weather never chooses me. I choose to be the navigator of what storms may be. I'm a sweat storm navigator, carving through the rain, guiding every tremor, steering through the strain. When the sky turns wild and the trials grow greater, I rise inside the storm like a sweat storm navigator. Sweat storm navigator, carving through the rain, guiding every tremor, steering through the strain. When the sky turns wild and the trials grow greater, I rise inside the storm like a sweat storm navigator. Clouds are burning, effort built around my frame, dripping heavy rainfall in the form of flame. Thunder in my breathing shakes the weight in there, a sweat storm forming slowly from the weight I bear. I steer my focus forward through the rising heat, tracing out a path where grit and purpose meet. Lightning in my muscles flashes through the grind, illuminating shadows I once kept behind. And when the storm breaks fully in a dripping roar, I walk right through the center without keeping score, because I know the weather never chooses me. I choose to be the navigator of what storms may be. I'm a sweat storm navigator, carving through the rain, guiding every tremor, steering through the strain. When the sky turns wild and the trials grow greater, I rise inside the storm like a sweat storm navigator. Sweat storm navigator, carving through the rain, guiding every tremor, steering through the strain. When the sky turns wild and the trials grow greater, I rise inside the storm like a sweat storm navigator. The ceiling feels like heaven when the barbell lifts. Under the iron sky, I shape my inner shifts. Shadows from the place fall heavy on the mat, reminding me of battles I no longer combat. Each click is still against the bar is like a call, a signal from the future that I will not fall. I brace my spine in silence as I draw the weight, counting every second I refuse to break. The iron sky above me watches while I stray, a witness to the storms I conquer through the pain. Some people search for angels floating in the blue, but mine are forged in metal with a darker hue. And when I live beneath them, feeling close to fly, I rise with wings I build under the iron sky. Under the iron sky, I claim my fight, rising through the pressure into brighter light. Every trembling moment turns into might. Under the iron sky, I rewrite my height. Under the iron sky, I claim my fight, rising through the pressure into brighter light. Every trembling moment turns into might. Under the iron sky, I rewrite my height. Shadows from the place fall heavy on the mat, reminding me of battles I no longer combat. Each click is still against the bars like a call, a signal from the future that I will not fall. I brace my spine in silence as I draw the weight, counting every second I refuse to break. The iron sky above me watches while I strain, a witness to the storms I conquer through the pain. Some people search for angels floating in the blue, but mine are forged in metal, darker hue. And when I live beneath them, feeling close to fly, I rise with wings I build under the iron sky. Under the iron sky, I claim my fight, rising through the pressure into brighter light. Every trembling moment turns into might. Under the iron sky, I rewrite my height. Under the iron sky, I claim my fight, rising through the pressure into brighter light. Every trembling moment turns into might. Under the iron sky, I rewrite my height. My will is weighted heavily with dreams I drag along. Oh, oh, oh. But lifting them has slowly taught me how to grow strong. Oh, oh, oh. The burden of ambition presses on my frame, but I don't curse the load or look for one to blame. The weight I carry daily shapes the way I stand, building solid courage grain by grain like sand. Sometimes the load feels endless as I climb the rack, a mountain made of effort resting on my back. But every dream's demand a heart that won't retreat, a hunger building arches most will never meet. And when the world grows noisy with the urge to quit, I lift my weight at will and push back bit by bit. Because strength is not just muscle, it's a vow I've stated, a stubborn kind of fire born from being weighted. This is the will of the weighted soul, carrying ambition as a burning goal. When the pressure strikes and the fears are rated, I rise again with a will that's weighted. This is the will of the weighted soul, carrying ambition as a burning goal. When the pressure strikes and the fears are rated, I rise again with a will that's weighted. The burden of ambition presses on my frame, but I don't curse the load or look for one to blame. The weight I carry daily shapes the way I stand, building solid courage grain by grain like sand. Sometimes the low feels endless as I climb the rack. Resting on my back, Drink the baby, resting on my back, resting on my back. And when the world grows noisy with the urge to quit, I lift my weighted will and push back bit by bit. Because strength is not just muscle, it's a vow I've stated, a stubborn kind of fire born from being weighted. This is the will of